Earthquakes by Catherine Harper. Illustrated by Venetia Dean. Contents: The ground is moving. 2. Why do earthquakes happen? 6. What is it like to be in an earthquake? 12. When will an earthquake happen? 14. Where do earthquakes happen? 16. Being prepared. 18. When the earth shakes. Imagine the ground beneath your feet shaking. Buildings and trees start to sway. Then the road opens up and buildings tumble to the ground. This is what an earthquake is really like. Rescue workers are searching for survivors in 2011 in Christchurch, New Zealand. If the movement under the ground is big enough, you can feel it. Big earthquakes don't happen very often, but when they do, they can destroy buildings, bridges, and roads. An earthquake in Nepal in 2015 killed thousands of people. Smaller earthquakes, or tremors, happen more often, but don't cause much damage. Big and small movements can be called earthquakes. Why do earthquakes happen? Imagine that the earth is like a big, round, boiled egg. The outside is firm, but the inside is softer and very hot. The outside layer is called the crust. It's got a hard crust on the outside and hot liquid under the ground. The crust is broken into lots of pieces. The pieces of crust are very, very big. They are called plates. Each plate can be the size of several countries. The plates bump into each other, making big cracks. As the plates crack, the ground shakes. Sometimes the cracks are deep inside the earth. Sometimes they are on the top. Sometimes the cracks can be seen. When the plates move, waves of energy travel through the earth. These waves move very fast. One earthquake in Tibet created waves in lakes in Norway. The waves traveled a long way. What is it like to be in an earthquake? Earthquakes can be very small. Glasses rattle in the cupboard, and the ground shakes a little. It feels like a lorry passing by. Things may fall off the shelf in shops. Sometimes earthquakes are bigger. Buildings fall down, and there is a lot of damage. Bridges and roads are smashed. Power lines are brought down. Water pipes are broken. When will an earthquake happen? There are signs that an earthquake is about to happen. Animals often act strangely before a big earthquake. The ground begins to shake a little. This can last a few seconds. Then the shaking becomes stronger and stronger. Things fall down and cracks appear in roads. Buildings wobble and fall down. Sometimes mud comes out of the ground. Landslides can occur, and fires can start if power cables and gas lines are broken. Where do earthquakes happen? Many earthquakes happen where the big plates meet. We call these fault lines. The most well-known fault line is the San Andreas Fault in California. It has caused many earthquakes in the city of San Francisco. Earthquakes often happen under the ocean. This creates huge waves, or tsunamis. In 2004, an earthquake near Sumatra started a tsunami that reached 14 countries. Tsunamis like this destroyed whole towns in 2004. In some places, it was 30 meters high. Being prepared. It's impossible to be totally safe in earthquakes, but there are some ways to prepare for them. Many buildings are made to be strong enough to stay standing in an earthquake. In many countries, people are taught earthquake drills. The best place to stay in an earthquake is an open field where nothing can fall on you. Children in Japan and New Zealand are taught to get under a table or a door frame if they are inside when an earthquake starts. Earthquakes cannot be stopped, but fortunately, they remain rare events, and we are learning ways to protect ourselves against them. Workers install special equipment to protect a house from earthquakes. Scientists are watching for earthquakes all the time. They can warn people when an earthquake is about to happen, so they can go to a safer place. Scientists can use computers to find out when an earthquake is coming. These lines show the movement of the plates, so scientists can see when an earthquake is about to happen. Glossary: crust, hard outer layer of the earth. Damage, harm, or break. Drills, machines that make holes. Energy, power. Landslides, moving of soil and rock down a hill. Layer, level of material that is different from the level above and below. Ocean, salty water on the earth that separates parts of the land. Plates, parts of the earth's crust. Rare, unusual. Tremors, small movements that make the ground shake a little.